Hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? Happy Monday, if you can call any Monday happy. Hi, Danny. Hi, Kroven. Hi, Agos. Hi, Tamo. And hi, Blueberry. Blueberry was in chat before stream. A busy Monday, but fine. Yeah. I was very, I don't know, disappointed today. Today was a rough day at work. I've been trying to track down a construction crew who's supposed to be doing a job for me, and I just cannot get a hold of them. I've been since last week, I've been calling them to be like, hey, what's the status of this project that we only have until today, as in Monday, to that's when our permit expires. And I still have not heard back from them, so I'm doing alright though. Aside from that, and just frustrations dealing with it, it's been alright. I've been very, very excited for today's stream, for a bit. I am looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. But a little bit of a rundown for plans today. We are building a DnD character, so Denny, I don't even know what to tell you. There's nothing that we can do about it. The deadline has come and gone, so it's what am I supposed to do here? I can't control that they won't pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Every time I call them, it rings once and then goes to voicemail. I know that they know I'm calling. But that's just part of life, you know? What am I gonna do? I'm just doing the grunt work. But today we are creating a character. I am a slime DM vtuber, so it would be remiss of me to not DM. So soon TM. And to DM, y'all need character. It's just part of life. So today we'll be doing that. I'll be going the process is I'll be going over the rules and the books and stuff. And then we'll hop into character creation. A lot of people do character creation in a very specific order, which is race, and then class, and then stats, and then personality, and yada yada. And I hate that order. It does not. It is very unconducive to how I play the game. It's very unconducive to how I run the game. So I will introduce you to how I build characters, and why I build it that way. I build them that way. And then we'll do, for me, stats go last, so we'll do stats afterwards. And I will share the finished product somewhere. I'm not sure how or where, but I will probably at least upload to the Discord, which is in the pinned comment. So that's today. Tomorrow we are starting Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies has been on my radar for, I don't know, a little bit now. And it seems like exactly the type of game that I would really enjoy. It's like a Dark Souls platforming Metroidvania, which to me screams Hollow Knight, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So, Akiri! Akiri! Hi hi! Hi 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 hi! I'm doing well, it's nice to see you. I think you're incredible. Everyone should go follow Akiri and like the art as much as I do. Her art is super, super good, so. What was I saying? I'm happy, I know, right? I'm very glad that you're not working right now, because a lot of times you would be working right now. I was talking about Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies has been on my radar for a long time. The description of the game screams Hollow Knight to me, and I love Hollow Knight, so I'm like, I hope I enjoy the game. It's got good reviews, so we out here, you know? What else? Thursday. Thursday is Yakuza 0. We are finishing Yakuza 0 on Thursday. According to HonList, there's only a few hours left, so we should be able to knock that out. We are literally in the finale chapter. Kiryu and Majima still have not met, which I find to be very funny. We're playing two different protagonists and they've never even seen each other, even though their goals are somewhat aligned at this point. I'm very interested to see the end, how this ends, and how I really want to see how the next game starts. Like, I want to see the fallout of this game, because I can kind of guess where the ending is going, but I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. And there's like 6 games of Fallout from the rest of this game, so I don't know. I probably won't play another Yakuza game immediately. They will be coming out. I will be playing at least the next one, the first one, but probably not for a bit. The month of October is basically spoken for. Coming down the pipeline, we have Ender Lilies, which I'll be playing through, and Bioshock, which I've never played before. So, no spoilers for Bioshock. If you spoil Bioshock for me, you will have ruined, like, nearly 20 years of me being spoiler-free on Bioshock. So, but I'm finally going to get around to playing it. It's going to be like the spooky game of the month. And I'm very excited for it. But today we're going to be building a character. I'm very curious. So regularly I will be posting polls in the chat every time people spoil stuff for Nori. I mean, I cry. And not the good kind of cry. Oh, knocked into some dice there. Sorry to hear that. But yeah. We'll be building a character today. I am... It's because I'm the angel. Aw, thank you, Danny. I mean, let's just hop into it. There are people here, so we'll see. You will have an opportunity to class vtuber. I didn't even know that was a. I think we can just type 1 or 2 choose. Yeah, probably. That's probably the case, bro. Let me. Switch over to this screen. 1 second. I only have one monitor, so please bear with me as I flip through many screens. So I'm also I need to take notes on what you guys decide, so this screen. Who are you? You would not be able to. It's been an adjustment, that's for sure. Having two is very convenient. I am very excited to save money so I can buy two monitors and not have one giant TV that I can't like put things in places. It's that guy. His name is Hadvar, I think. I don't really remember. That's super valid, Akiri. For real, for real. I have to click on this to flip the page. So, we're gonna get into the ground rules. Y'all need to understand that I run what I call a serious game, and that does not mean we cannot have tee-hees and ha-has. I encourage hee-hees and ha-has. But what it does mean is that I take the decisions that you guys make seriously, and I run in such a way that the world takes your character seriously. I do not run, a video game. I don't run a regular, it's I don't run like a murder hobo everyone. If you kill someone, there will be consequences. If you are mean to people, they won't like you, it's a very realistic game is what I would call it. And there are people who do not like that. And that's okay. I don't have to be the right DM for everyone. And I think it's important to recognize that. If you choose a character that is anomalous to the setting, which I have my own setting, you can read about my setting in my Discord description. Although keep in mind that does need to be updated for some stuff that's happening in my current running campaign. But if you're treated like an anomaly, if you choose an anomalous character, you will be treated like an anomaly. These are the books that I typically allow my players to choose from. Again, you can choose from other books with my approval, of course. But these are the books that making Nori build Nori as a character. I mean, I saw your post about plasmoids, and I was like, I forgot to mention in my post that that if you play a plasmoid, you'll just be killed on sight whenever you go to a town. Because people will think you're a monster, and people will try to kill you. You could do it. It would just be very difficult because you'd have no support from any NPC. It would be a very interesting campaign, though. But above are the books that I typically allow. Lizard folk are okay, right? That is true. So lizard folk are okay. And we can get into that in a bit. In fact, my players are. In fact, we should talk about it. I should talk about it. Today's Monday. Today is D&D. Let me talk about this for a second. I'm gonna here. Let me do this. I'm gonna make myself big for a second. Hi, I'm big now. I have been running this campaign, and my players currently are on a series of islands called the Shackles in my campaign. If you notice, that is sort of stolen from Pathfinder, but they're my own, so don't think of it like Pathfinder. It's just named like that. But in my setting, the Shackles are dominated by lizardfolk and tabaxi, and they've been at war forever, like since the dawn of time forever, trying to vie for control over the islands. And these islands, unbeknownst to the rest of the world, sit on a mountain of gold. It's a very, new world, Incas coming and, killing the natives for the gold. And yeah, the great furries versus scalies, correct. And the party came to this series of islands to get, the MacGuffin for the campaign, one of the MacGuffins, a piece of the MacGuffins, a piece of this rod that they need to steal, a hole in the world, whatever. And when they got there, they were approached by a group of lizard folk who were like, hey, who the fuck are you? Why are you on our islands? And a group of tabaxis came, the party talked to the lizard folk and, they chit-chatted for a bit. And were like, hey, we're not here for anything. We don't have any business with your war. We're just here to get our thing and leave. And some tabaxis ambushed the party and the lizard folk. And in one fireball, because the party is, level 11 at this point, the wizard casts fireball and decimates this group of tabaxi. And then they leave into the jungle. And so they get the MacGuffin, and on exiting the temple, this sealed temple that they had gone in to get the thingamajig, this lizard folk guy's waiting for them. He's like, hey, come back to my tribe. We're hosting a celebration for your great victory on our behalf. Hi, Mononex. I hope you're doing all right as well. Thank you for the well wishes. But this lizard folk is, he shows up and he's like, hey, we're hosting a celebration. Come on our behalf. And he starts leading them back to the lizard folk tribe. And on the way, a tabaxi assassin, who's going to invite the party to the tabaxi tribe, shows up, and the entire party did not succeed on their perception check to notice the assassin. The assassin rolled a 25, and the party rolled a 24, I think, on perception, and the tabaxi rolled a 25 on stealth, or something like that. I really high rolled. I really, really high rolled. I don't know if it was 25-24 or 26-25, but the tabaxi won by 1. And the party did not notice this person, and so the tabaxi assassinated the lizard folk guy that was leading them to the tribe, and one-shot them. I rolled hella high on the damage, and it was just a dude, so it was the guy had an arrow through the eye and out the back of his skull. And so the tabaxi were like, hey, come follow us. I'm taking you back to my tribe. You don't need to deal with these pesky lizard folk, these primitive people. We'll show you what's up. And so the party's like, we don't really care either way. I mean, human's a super valid choice, Mononex. I don't see any issue with choosing a human, personally. Humans in my setting, I think, are pretty interesting. But the party, they were like, all right, we don't really care about the war either way. We'll just follow the tabaxi then. Whatever. Who cares? Right? And the tabaxi are like, hey, if you assassinate the lizard folk king and the general that you spoke to on the beach, who is the king's son, he's the prince of the lizard folk, then we will pay you with gold. And the party's like, okay, how much gold? We don't really care. We don't really want to get involved. But how much gold are we talking? And they the tabaxi hand them a gold ingot, which is worth 100 gold in my setting. And they're like, as many of these as you want. Come later, we'll invite one of you to take a look at our vault. And I described the vault as basically the size of the interior of the dining room of a fast food joint. So if you walk into a McDonald's, for example, it's that, but instead of tables and chairs, it's just pallets and pallets of gold ingots, right? And they're like, we will give you half of this to kill these 2 people. And the party's like, okay. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. It's at least, a couple 100,000 gold. It's like obscene numbers, right? And so they're like, okay, we'll go to the lizard folk tribe and that kind of thing. And on their way to the lizard folk tribe, they encounter the general, the son, the prince of the people, and he's like leading a scouting party. He's like, hey, there you are. We sent that dude to find you, but he was assassinated by a tabaxi. We'll come back with us, come celebrate, And so they go back to the lizard folk tribe, and the lizard folk, there's like a huge citywide celebration going on, and people are like, hey, yeah, the heroes are here, they're gonna kill the tabaxi for us, and the party's like, what? And the king, who also they were sent to assassinate for a bajillion gold, is like, hey, yo, we want you to help us kill the tabaxi tribe. We're going to wipe them off the map. And the party's like, okay, this is going way too far. And the lizard folk people are like, hey, yo, we will give you all this gold. We have a shitload of gold that you can have. And they take him down to the vault, and there's a shitload of gold, an equal amount of gold, and they're willing to offer all of it to wipe out an entire people. And the party's like, okay, we need to talk about this. We're going to talk about this amongst ourselves. And in the end, I think the party is just going to bail on both sides and just leave. I think that's what they're going to end up doing. I genuinely think they're going to be like, we don't want to genocide either people, we don't want to kill, we don't want to commit regicide for, several 100,000 gold, and we don't want to commit genocide for like 1 million gold, so it's a very interesting scenario. These are the scenarios that you can expect when I DM for you, chat. Decide how much human life is worth. Can't a truce be reached? The party has determined that it cannot be, because this is like a multi-generational war. I don't know if it can be, personally. I think maybe if they spoke to the right people and said the right things, maybe. But this is... Proven, you asked about lizard folk. This is kind of like the situation that there are lizard folk who are on the mainland who have nothing to do with this war, but this is what the lizard folk homeland is like, which is why I brought it up. We're not doing this. So I don't know what the party's gonna do. We left off last session with the party not having determined, but having discussed amongst themselves, and we'll see the fallout. I am very much looking forward to what happens. So that's where my campaign's at. I will shrink back down here. Like there. Is that about right? If I go this way and I go this way, I don't go too far. Okay. But anyways, these are the books. I will have the races listed elsewhere, but like I said, I don't build characters race class first. And let me get into that here. The first thing that I do when I build a character is determine these two things specifically. And I know a lot of people who are like, why would you not choose your race class first? We want to determine what we play, right? That's what we're doing. We're showing to roll dice, but that's not how I play. That's not how I run. I run a very character-driven story game, really, more than anything else. And these two things impact that a lot more, and they can help inform you guys, the players, what kind of character you want to play. Because if you choose a shiny do-gooder, who's they really want to help people and all this stuff, you're not going to be playing, you know, a chaotic evil paladin of death, you know? Like, you're not playing a death knight if you're a shiny do-gooder. That's not really how I do things. And there are options you can go against what you're doing, but if you play a coward, you can't play a cleric of Cord, because Cord would not bestow power onto someone who is a coward. So that's like, this personality thing I think is more important than any race class decision you're going to make, which is why I always start here, because it informs the kind of character that you want to be. Yeah, and Mononex, I think you summed it up. I think a lot of people think like that, but this is just how I run things, and this is how I build characters, right? And it doesn't have to be right for everyone else. It's just how I do it. Chaotic evil is unless it's cartoonishly evil and an all evil group. This is a team game. I agree. But what you guys are building a character for is a one-on-one game where all of chat is the player and I am the DM. So it's not a team game in this case. But yes, I agree. If I think you can do chaotic evil, it's just on a very, very tight leash. You gotta like, the player has to know what they're doing, and the DM has to know what the player's doing, and there needs to be a lot of working together that needs to be done. Chat is the player character. Yeah, the player character is not playing the team, correct. That is very true. Alright. With that all being said, y'all need to choose who you are. So, what kind of personality do you want to have? And what kind of motivation? Why are you an adventurer? You guys can throw out some adjectives in chat, or some character motivations in chat. PC is basically has pilots. I mean, yeah, kind of. Cheery and honest. Okay. I mean, you don't have to select from this list. You can throw anything out there. I just came up with some examples. To see the world and explore, help people wherever you go. Okay. We got some. Hi, cool. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Good luck with your space game. I hope it goes well. I was raised by a cult and fled. Now they want revenge? That's an interest. That is a very compelling character motivation. It doesn't super go with being cheery and honest, but we can make it work. Motivation. Struggling mimic farm. So we got cheery and honest. We got an orphan who fled and wants revenge. Any other ideas? We got raising funds for a mimic farm. I don't even know how a mimic farm would work. But You got being an adventurer to see the world, help others where they go. Any other thoughts on what kind of personality you want to have? What other character motivations you might want to have? Let me think about this for a second. I think since we're talking about both of these, let's Akideo, my boy. That's very funny. Once I know they're pretty new. Oh, Lord. I will watch out for that whenever I DM for chat, Akidi. Let's start with the motivation. Do you want to be an adventurer to help people? Do you want to be an adventurer to get revenge on an evil cult? Interesting. Call of Cthulhu. I really need to play a Call of Cthulhu game. I have not as of yet. The ultimate reverse brothel. What is a reverse brothel? Is it where you go and get money for volunteering? I'm just very confused. Google is free? Is this something I should be Googling on stream? I mean, you guys can't see it. Reverse brothel. I wouldn't risk it, TBH. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to find a real answer, at least on my Google search so, congratulations, I learned nothing. Okay, let me throw... So, we got... Your work here is done. I think for this, we're gonna have 3 options here. Not that screen, this screen, thank you. 3 options for character motivation. One, revenge on an evil cult that has wronged the player, right? This is so valid out here. So option 1 is revenge on an evil organization that has wronged the player, right? The character, sorry. Option 2 is to just generally help people, right? Option 3 is to raise money for your family back home. May not be a mimic farm, maybe in something else, but to raise money, I think that's a very valid adventuring plan. Is you like send a portion of your funds back home to your family or something. And option 4, I really like the idea of establishing a monster academy. You kind of like play a bolo type character, not necessarily a bard, but someone who like accumulates knowledge to like pass it on and teach others. Because technically that's what bolo does. Very, very, very technically, he learns about monsters and passes on the knowledge, I guess. Yeah. I agree, actually. So, we got 4 options. 1, revenge. 2, help others. 3, accumulate money to send somewhere. And option 4 is accumulate knowledge of monsters in the setting. So, type your options in chat. If you really want me to throw up a poll, I can. You got 4 options here. I see 2 4s and 2 1s. You can if you like. Unless other people want to vote. I don't know who all's here. 3. Shut the fuck up, Akidi. Anyone else have any opinions? I mean, 69 on this. Lordy. So 1 was revenge. 2 was I don't remember what the order was. 2 was to be a good person. 3 was to send money back home in some capacity, send money to fund something, accumulate money to fund something. 4 was to accumulate monster knowledge. If I were to fuse the 2, what would that look like? Getting revenge and accumulating knowledge about various monsters? Okay, I mean, to me that screams like the classic, some sort of monster has killed your backstory and now you want to like learn about them and wipe that kind of monster off the map. Like a Goblin Slayer kind of vibe. That is kind of how I would fuse revenge and accumulating monster knowledge to like pass on to others. What if humans are responsible and you tame monsters to your side for revenge? That is interesting. So, there is among the class options, there is one that technically fits that description. If you are notice on this page, the very last option, I do allow 1 third-party company to into my games. It is MCDM, made by Matt Colville. He has a class called the Beast Heart that he made, where you get a monster companion Yes, you can get a mimic. You can get a slime. You can get like a gelatinous cube as a companion. It's like a very real class. It's not. It's a. I would describe it as. Like Beastmaster Ranger if it was good, and actually focused on having a beast companion, except the beast is a monster. It's called the Beast Heart, if you want to look into it. Maybe we can go that way. Beastmaster Ranger was good. I mean, am I right? I'm right. Beastmaster specifically, the original Beastmaster from the 2014 Player's Handbook was not workable. It's like almost implayable. So we have our motivation down, right? So we were wronged. We bonded with some creature, right? Do we want to play? Does a Beast Heart sound like something you guys want to play? You have to keep doing it. The Ranger did get better with time. There are Ranger options that I think work. Plus, with like the Tasha's changes, I think Ranger's in a fine spot. Is it broken? No, but it's fine. It's not like horrible. Then let's talk about our background. So if we were, the background represents who you were before adventuring. If we were, either kidnapped or wronged in some way, to me, background screams urchin. It screams outlander. Those two primarily. You could make a case for a couple other options, like folk hero, if before you were an adventurer, before you gained notoriety, you were taken down by a group of people, and forced to live in solitude, after you became a folk hero. We also need to determine our alignment, which you see before you. I like this alignment chart a lot better than the typical gridded alignment chart because it shows kind of where my head is at when I think of how people play characters. Run away before meeting monster friend, that's true. Thanks, Monanex. Thanks for the suggestion. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I like Outlander as well. Honestly, you could even go Acolyte. Maybe you were a part of the cult and they just treated you poorly and you ran away and became a whatchamacallit. Just fucking bonded. Beastheart is a very prime. I would describe the class as very primal. So Outlander, I think, fits the best. Because it is very much like you have made a bond with a wild creature. Also, if I'm looking this way, it's because I'm looking at chat, for the record. I don't think so. For the record, I didn't mention this. I probably should have. I start all my campaigns level 3. So you will have left the cults for at least a little bit before starting the campaign. And the reason I start all my campaigns at level 3 is because if I allow people to, if there are multiple people in the party, right, then I will let people pick the same class, provided that they know that they're going to be going on like different paths, or their backstories are entwined in such a way that they would be the same subclass, you know. And levels 1 and 2, you're just the same, you know. And I'm not a huge fan of that, unless it's like you're both playing wizards, in which case you have different subclasses early. Or you're playing paladin and you have different oaths. But typically most classes kick off at level 3, so I just start at level 3. So people can like hit their stride, they can like really get a feel for their class. So, do you guys have any specific thoughts on the background? Anything other than Outlander stand out? And you guys want to play an Acolyte? Because this is, again, what you were before you were an adventurer. Do you want to have been a part of a cult? Do you want to have been a part of whatever group wronged you? Every class gets their subclass level 3? Huh. Yeah, I would agree. For the record, I'm not running any of the new 2024 or 5.5 or 1 DnD stuff. I just don't believe in it. It's not for me. What's an urchin? Urchin is the like what do you call it? Like a hood rat kid. They're like a child who grew up in poverty, is what I would describe. It's like a street urchin. Hermit. I think Hermit could also very much work. Hermit's like the less rough-housey version of an Outlander, so. Sea urchins. Valid. You guys want to do Hermit versus Outlander? It's totally fine by me. We have a few options. Let's put it to a vote. Well, we haven't even gotten there. This will do. I guess we should talk about that now. Do we want to have fled a cult, like a religious cult, or some other group of bandits? Let's start there. Cult versus bandit. 1 for cult, 2 for bandit. Let's see it in chat. 1 for cult, 2 for bandit. Group of raiders, roving bandits, that kind of thing. Aha! We are immediately tied once again. Bandits feels too generic. There are a couple groups that I think would not be generic that could work for a group of. When I say bandits, I don't mean like literal run-of-the-mill bandits. I mean like an actual organization that is either looting people or is I could think of like a mercenary company would fit the bill. That kind of thing. Like the Yakuza. Yeah, there's like a thieves guild like organization in my setting. Like organized crime, it could be, yeah, for sure. If that's the route that you guys want to go, I mean, it's your guys' character. That's what we're determining. So, if you guys would like to do organized crime, 100%. If you guys want to do disorganized crime, also 100%. If you guys want to do a religious cult, totally fine by me. Because there are also religious cults that I think would fit the bill. Drug manufacturing. One of my current player characters makes drugs for said Thieves Guild, so he is literally the chef for the Thieves Guild, and he cooks food and drugs. Alchemist Artificer? No, he's a lore bard. And his bard skill is like chefing. He's like a literal professional chef. And he when he gives inspiration, he literally tosses cookies to people that they eat. He's a lore bard because his goal is to collect every single recipe in the universe. He just kind of fell into cooking drugs for the mafia, which is very funny to think about. So, are we thinking Colts? Or are we thinking Prime? It's still 2-2, unless someone wants to switch their vote. Still vote Colts. I have so much power. No you don't. Akiri has the power. So it sounds like we're going with organized crime then. So, wronged by, okay, Colt. So that makes it 3-2 in favor of organized crime. Get wrecked on this. Also, happy belated tragic. Happy belated birthday, everyone. It was Homeless's birthday yesterday, so everyone say happy birthday to Homeless. Only Homeless would choose to lose. That's very funny. Okay, so escaped organized crime on the run. Your character has fled into the wilderness and bonded with a creature to get revenge, and or the creature was also getting tortured by this organized crime. For the record, the easiest organized crime bandits, whatever you want to call them, the guild is called the Flock, as in flock of birds. Because, yeah, you will be hunted by my current party. Congratulations, considering there are 2 members of the Flock in my current party. So, have fun with that one. They are level 12. Alright. Alignment. Let's talk about alignment for a second. your character is motivated by revenge. Are they? How do they act? But we can enjoy real slime companion. I will post the Beast Heart information in the Discord. Actually, I will also share it once we get there. Once we get there, we'll discuss it. But I bought the PDF for it, so I don't think I can share it, but I can talk about it on stream. I don't think I can like legally share it with you guys, so I probably won't do that. But I'll pass along the appropriate info, and I'll show it on screen, which I think I can do. We'll see. If MCDM ends up contacting me, I will happily take down whatever they request. Neutral or good? So the neutral good aspect, I don't think you guys can see my mouse. Can you guys see my mouse? You can. Oh, holy cow, I did not know you guys could see my mouse. Okay, so if you're a neutral good character, that means you value and act in a way that is benevolent and for everyone. This universalism thing is like an for everyone kind of thing. So these are like the things you value. Do you value tradition and conformity and goodness, like benevolence, kindness? Do you value, like, this is conformity versus self-direction, for example? Do you value security? Capture cursor. I don't know. The capture for PowerPoint is I don't know what kind of capture it is, if I'm being honest. I think it might be a display. You're correct. Cell alignment choice. That's fair. You do you. Okay. Cool beans. But does your character value power and achievement? Do they want to be the best, like no one ever was? Or do they care about just doing whatever they want for themselves? Are they hedonistic? Hi, Antonio. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day today, and I hope you had a good weekend. Let me get this down while you guys are thinking about it. Let me pull up my notes. Background. We did not choose a background. Let's say background. Well, let's before we get to alignment, let's talk about our background. Let's choose a background. Do we want to be criminal? Because technically we could have been part of the flock before we left. Do we want to be a criminal / spy? Do we want to be a hermit, an outlander, or an urchin? Those are the 4 options. From top to bottom: 1 criminal, 2 hermit, 3 outlander, 4 urchin. Let's choose those. Let me see some numbers in chat. Again, that is 1 criminal, 2 hermit, 3 outlander, and 4 urchin. The block. Either with companion. Sorry, I'm taking notes. Give me 1 second. I will tally the votes here in a moment. Either with companion. Plus is haven't chosen that. Personality traits. We kind of like skipped over the actual personality traits. Okay, let's see here. We got 2 hermits, 2 urchins, 1 outlander. That's super fair, Akiri. I think that's super valid. I think any of the 4 options that we said could fit. Denny, did you want to switch to urchin? Because, again, I think any of the options really fit. For the record, the flock, as an organization, are primarily based in the largest city in the setting. It's effectively like New York City, where it has you know, it's like a melting pot of cultures, basically. And y'all escaped into the wilderness from a large city, then I think any, like, criminal works, because, you know, the people you escape from are a criminal organization. Maybe you work for them. Haven't determined that yet. Criminal works because once you escaped, you lived out there for a while on your own. Outlander works because you're really fucking roughing it out there. It's a different take on hermit. Urchin works if you were in the, you know, if you like grew up in the 3 cities. And, you know, just fell into the flock who are based there, and that kind of thing. Urchin? Do you want to switch to urchin, Denny? Is that what I'm hearing? Because I would put 3 at urchin, 3 votes at urchin. Yeah, okay. Then background, urchin. Let me turn on lights and grab my book while I take some notes. I got my handy player's handbook here. For the record, let me pull up OBS. Let me show you all what I'm doing. Oh, that's a big spread. Sorry, my cat is sitting next to me. He's very handsome and floofy. But I am. Oh, why can you not see that? Why can't you see what I've written? Refresh. 1 second. Make sure that this is working properly. I am taking notes. Why is this not showing? Okay, let me click interact. Oh, that's super weird. I don't like this at all. I don't like how OBS interacts with browser sources at all. Either way, it's not super important. I am typing notes. This says Nori's chat. This says Beast Heart 3. This says Urchin And then I have some notes down here about how you guys escaped the flock. You know, something like this is what I have written down. Alright, let's talk alignment. So, we grew up poor. This is true. So we grew up poor, in the streets, of a major city. Hey, it's Roro's. Hi, Roro. Hi, Roro. How are you doing? How you doing? Do you want mod powers here? If you want them, you can have them. Thank you again for your help. For the record, Roro is one of the folks who helped set up the Discord. Actually, he basically set up most all of the Discord. I can't take much credit for it. Roro did a lot of the heavy lifting there. But if you want mod powers, you're more than welcome to them. You're not beholden to them, though. If you don't want to, like, deal with it. Is there something that we're thinking for alignment? Basically, we grew up poor. Somehow, we got in with the mob, and escaped into the wilderness, bonded with the Beast Companion, which we need to determine whether that bond happened while we were in with the mob or afterwards, because I think they are different. And now we are on the hunt for revenge. That's kind of our backstory thus far. So, as far as alignment, what are we thinking now? I could see a case for chaotic good. I could see a case for chaotic neutral. I could see a case for lawful evil, even. If we're like, if all we care about is like hate, if we are fueled by hate and rage, like the Sith, I think you could make a character about like a lawful evil case. Lawful neutral, maybe? Yeah, maybe. I think it just depends on, again, the kind of flavor you want. This is why I start with personality, and we never, like, really finish determining the personality. Because I think it really helps inform us of the alignment. Let's talk about our personality. Obviously, our characters hate the flock in some capacity, because our existence is to get revenge on them for what they did to us, and maybe potentially what they did to our beast companion if we think that the animal cruelty is a good source for revenge. Right? Actually, let's before we even get into personality, let's start there. Let's start with that. Vote 1 in chat if we escaped with our beast companion. Vote 2 in chat if we met our beast companion after we escaped. Like, they helped us survive in the wilds, right? Either 1, we escaped with our beast companion, or 2, we met them afterwards. 2. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. Okay. Alright. 2 it is. So, if that's the case, let's talk about personality. What kind of person are they? Obviously, so we escaped, we grew up on the streets, you know, we fell in with a criminal organization. We escaped them. Either they were treating us poorly, or we didn't like how it was going. We ran away into the wilderness, and now we were either saved or bonded in some capacity with a monster companion, and now we are on the hunt for them. So, kind of personality. Again, these options are just examples. Let me see some adjectives in chat. Anyone have any thoughts on what kind of character we want to play? Lazy and indulgent. Honest. Honest is usually the easiest play. That is true. At least I find it very easy to play. Crybaby. See Cheery being fun too. Monster Baby teaches courage. Honest but deceptive if they want to be. That is not honest then. At least that is to me very, what do you call it, oxymoronic, in that honest but deceptive if they want to be, that means they are not honest to me. Finally got out of the hospital. D, why were you in the hospital? Oh my lord. Are you okay? I hope you're okay. Oh my god. I hope you're doing alright, D. So far, our character is grew up poor on the streets and was taken in and or abused by a criminal organization, and then left said criminal organization on the run, lived out in the wilderness, and befriended a monster companion. We're determining our personality. Schizophrenia? That's rough, but I hope you're doing alright now. I'm glad you're fine now. And I don't mean now as in like I mean now as in like literally right now, not now as in like permanently fine forever, because that's not how that works, at least my understanding of it. But I hope you're doing okay. But what kind of character we want to play? I'm seeing a lot of honest. So if that's the case, do we want to play a good character? Like maybe chaotic good? Cat species. Monster friend teaches us to be courageous. I hesitate to go that route because I will be role-playing aspects of your monster, and I don't want to determine how you guys play as a DM, like PC kind of thing. There's no thief. The cats did not end up picking a thief. No. Not, at least not so far. We grew up, I mean, technically we grew up on the streets and got in with a criminal organization, so we were probably a thief at one point. Honest but blunt. Interesting. I guess criminal would be. Yeah, I think our option, our background is urchin, which is like grew up poor on the streets kind of vibe, which is adjacent to criminal. It's not literally a criminal though. Criminal is more like you were into it. You were like you wanted to be a criminal. Our character is not necessarily wanting to be a criminal. They want to kill the criminals because the criminals wrong them. But so I'm seeing a lot of honest. Our character, I guess, tells the truth. Anything else that's standing out? Any other personality traits that we want to have? Let me cook something up for you guys. Let me think about this. Your character and your beast companion are on the road, right? You are on the road in a town, right? You're on the road in a town, and you are walking through the streets when, in an alleyway, you see a child being beat up. Do you intervene? If I were to present that scenario to you guys as a DM, would you want you and your monster companion to intervene? I think that's a critical question. Or is it not your problem? You have a mission to fulfill, right? You're here for revenge. You don't care about some kid. Monster friend attack? Yes. Yes, you will. Any other thoughts? We were the beaten kid. It's true. You were just like that kid at some point. But the person that he's fighting is not part of the plot, right? Are you going to risk your life for some kid? You know, are you going to get into a tussle with, who knows, could be a level 16 character, you know? Could be a very powerful person. It's evil. Probably? Okay. So I think that definitively states that we are good, right? If we are willing to intervene, put ourselves in danger for someone else that we have nothing to do with, our character is good. I think that is the definition of good to me. Nah, I'd win. Alright. I mean, hey, I'm just saying. You never know what kind of tussle you'll get yourself into, especially in a Nori campaign. I am well known for putting my players into difficult situations. Alright, let's talk about races. Impulsive personality? Maybe. I mean, based on what chat just said, you guys were just like, hey, we're going in. No one paused to think. these are the races that you can play. Alright. I have grouped these based on the common races on the left, the uncommon races on the right, based geographically at the center of the world, which is the 3 cities where you guys are from. Each of these common races are from the seat of the world, which is in the top left, right? Each of these common races are from the Kalahari Desert, and any of these races are from elsewhere on the planet. But again, you guys are in the 3 cities you could be any race, technically. Kenku would be hilarious. You guys would not be able to speak properly. It would be very interesting, especially since you guys were spent so much time away from society. How does this work? We're just building a character. I'm taking some notes on stuff. We basically already have our character mostly built. Right? We have our background, we're an urchin, we have our alignment, we're good in some capacity. We're honest, we're kind of impulsive as a character, and our backstory is that we grew up on the streets as a kid. We were either taken in or abused by the Flock, which is a criminal organization. It's like a thieves guild type thing. It's organized crime. It's the mob. And we escaped into the wilds and befriended a monster who helped us, get back in touch with life. And we are now on revenge, trying to hunt down the Flock. Alright. We're talking about races. I saw two people suggested lizard folk. Lizard folk is pretty sick. Can we be a mummy from Egypt? Egypt does not exist in my setting, so no. Also, you can't play undead. What is a Kenku? Kenku are think of them as small raven people. They cannot speak, they can only mimic things. So to say a word, you have to have heard that word before. It's very, very difficult to play. I would not recommend it for cat. Halfling, I'm saying halfling, I'm saying gnome. Yeah, sentient sentence mixer, that's a great way to put it. Undead is not, again, everything else, if you're not on this list, you will be treated like a monster. You guys are already going to be traveling with a monster, so expect people to treat you poorly. Keep in mind, again, you'll notice that Drow and Durgar, a gnome, that is very you. These are on the list because I want them to be available in my setting, and the Underdark does not exist in my setting, so they're just part of society. Let me take some water. Don't forget to hydrate, folks. So we got at least one person who wants to play a gnome, a couple people who want to play a lizard folk. I kind of don't want you guys to play Kenku. I think that would be very, very difficult, especially since you guys are chat. And you guys would struggle to come up with a sentence to say in character anyways. Because you're chat, you're literally chat. Let's start here. Small races make sense? I don't think they make any more sense than any other race, personally. I think any of the races could make sense, having been pressed into service or abuse by the Apes Guild. I think anyone could be abused by organized crime, you know? Especially if you grew up poor in the streets of a large city. Being tall IRL is overrated. I mean, if you guys want to play a small character, I don't have any issue with that. Tabaxi. Like you have said gnome like 3 times. I get it. I'm looking for other people's input to see if there is see what other people want to say. So we got gnome, tabaxi, a couple lizard folk. No worries, no worries. Does anyone else have any opinions? Can you eat people as lizard folk? I mean, technically you can eat anyone as anyone. Kalashtar are a group of people. So, in actual DnD, not my setting stuff, Kalashtar are from Eberron. They're like a psychic people. In my setting, they're like, I would describe them as similar to they're like desert wanderers. They like live in tribes, and they sort of typically get jobs guiding people across the desert. There's a very large desert in my setting, and Kalashtar, they have like minor telepathy, like they can speak in their minds, and they can. But in my setting, they are like desert dwellers, desert wanderers. They have, they're like, they typically have like white hair is like how they're identified. But otherwise they look relatively human. Okay. If no one has any other suggestions, we got gnome, we got lizard folk, we got tabaxi. Those were the 3, I think, major ones. No, I do not. Because it kind of doesn't make sense in my setting. I probably could work it in. I never really thought about it, honestly. I had a player play Kalashtar, which is why they're on the list. And that player did not choose to do anything with their Quarry Spirit, so I did not engage with them. pretty looking tabaxi. Alright, let's if no one wants to play anything else other than tabaxi, gnome, and lizard folk, we're gonna call it there and put it to a vote. We'll just go in order. 1 is tabaxi, 2 is lizard folk, 3 is gnome. Again, 1 tabaxi, 2 lizard folk, 3 gnome. We are voting for a race. We only got 3 major ones, so 1 is tabaxi, 2 is lizard folk, 3 is gnome, for what people were suggesting in chat. If you have another option, you can throw it in here for 4, but... Again, that's 1 tabaxi, 2 lizard folk, 3 gnome. Going once. Going twice. Alright, unless anyone says anything here in the next couple minutes, it's gonna be a lizard folk. Kenku. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on how Kenku would be played as chat. Alright, class. We kind of already settled on Beast Heart for class. Is everyone fine with that? I wrote a, 1-sentence summary of each class and, where their powers are. Beast Heart is cool? Alright. That's all the major stuff. Let me note this down. We'll, do this. Let me do... How do I do this? This. Interact. Can I make this bigger? Why can't I make this bigger? Oh, I can't make it bigger. Okay, cool. Okay. Race. Lizard. Alignment. Good. Personality traits. I would say your character resonates with children and or is willing to jump in, help those in need. Escape the Flock. So, the Flock is a criminal organization. We hate them. We are your friendly neighborhood lizard person. That is true. That's fine. We need to choose stats. Let me, before we go a lot further, if I exit out of this, okay, saved. Alright, cool. Before we go much further, let me show you guys the Beast Heart. I need to, how do I do this? Can I open this in a new tab? How do I do this? 1 second. Let me figure out how to show you guys the V-start. I just do it the good old-fashioned way. If I do this, and this, and then if I go to OBS, sorry, this is taking a moment. If I do a new browser source, I'll say vstart. Nope, not this one. This one. Copy. Actually, let me do this. Open it here. I'll do this. Okay. Now, sorry, this is taking a moment. You guys see this alright? Oh, that's above me. Go behind me. Thank you. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, it's behind the beacon. Alright, here we go. Okay. Let me interact and zoom out so that way you guys can like read this. So this is a product made by MCDM, a third-party company that makes D&D products, and now they're making their own game. It's called Draw Steel. It's kind of war gamey. It's very interesting, but I highly recommend their products. Go buy the Beast Heart. It's not expensive. Go buy the Illrigger. The Illrigger is also super cool. It's like a Hell Knight class. They also have the Talent, which is like a psionic space class. But this is the Beast Heart. Go support MCDM. Highly recommend. They have their own Discord. They also have rules in here for having a monster companion, even if you're not a Beast Heart, right? But the core mechanic here is ferocity. Yeah, let me scroll down now. Let me give you an example companion. So the companions, let me open this up and show you guys the list here. The companions are interesting. Statistics. Is this the companion list? No, this is. Each companion gets actions. So you build ferocity when you're attacked, I want to say. I need to re-familiarize myself with how this class works, actually. Each companion's ferocity is a measure of their tenacity and fury. Yep. If a companion isn't incapacitated at the start of the carrier's turn, they get ferocity 1d4 plus the number of hostile creatures within 5 feet they can see or hear. So you build ferocity, and then you spend ferocity on your companion's abilities, basically. If you get too much ferocity, you can run the risk of rampaging. You can make an animal handling skill check to stop your companion from entering a rampage. DC is 5 plus ferocity. Yeah, it's like a sort of like a Pokemon trainer. It's like an animal companion class. But basically, you and your companions have the beast heart itself. This is just how companions work. Beast hearts get a supernatural bond that they can form with their companion. These are the types of bonds. But these are the list of companions. So you can have a basilisk, right? Which again, you can see here, this is what it looks like. They have a poison spit, you can spend 2 ferocity, spit poison, you can spend 8 ferocity for a petrifying gaze, right? Because basilisk petrify, that's what they do. You get a bloodhawk, right? Like a falcon. Is there a slimeball companion? There is a gelatinous cube companion. You see here. But there is a bullet. There's a Dionicus. You can have a dragon, like an actual true dragon. Which means it would be, it would take years to grow up. You can have an elemental. Gelatinous cube. Giant spider. A giant toad. A giant weasel. A hellhound. You can, in fact, have a land shark. Yes, Boulette is on the list. You can have a mimic. Right? You can have a mimic companion. You can have an owlbear companion, the classic. You can have a little mushroom man if you want. Sporling. And a ward, also a classic. So, this giant weasel would be hell on earth. It's very funny. So, but these are the list of companions you can have. These are the supernatural bonds. So the way the class works, you get a supernatural bond with your companion. I think this is an important point for the beast heart. Beast hearts, their companion is their friend. It's not like a pet. You don't command them around. But it's like you and your y'all put in work. So for the record, let me get on where's the actual list of. So Dex Wisdom is what they recommend here. Your hit die is 1d8. You also get an animal companion, which gets their own stats, as seen up here. Where's the companions? So here you can see that the health is determined by the type of companion that you have. So this is 7 plus 7 times your level. Its armor class is 15 plus your proficiency bonus. Saving throws is it has its own stats. Its proficiency is equal to yours. It gets some skills. It deals 1d6 to hit. It's 3 plus your proficiency. And all of these are different. This 7 is because basilisks are kind of tanky. If you go to the bloodhawk, you'll see here it is 6. It is not the same, right? Different companions are good at different things. But you, as a beast heart yourself, you are 1d8 proficient with light armor, medium armor, shields, simple weapons, axes, like this kind of stuff. Your saving throws are on strength and wisdom. You gain 3 from these things, which you probably already have, I would guess, stealth and maybe deception from being an urchin. And that kind of thing. You get the ability to communicate with your companion. It's not complex communication, but it is like simple, communication. Stealth and sleight of hand. Thank you very much. So you can communicate with your companion to a degree. You can also communicate to a degree with all beasts and monstrosities. So I think you guys also get, you can choose a list of exploits. So like you get like abilities that some of them let you command your companion to do stuff and that kind of thing. So it's kind of like a Beastmaster class. It's like literally designed to, you exist and your monster companion is doing like the work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like literally you are doing you and your companion team up together to do shit. Right? At 3rd level, you get animal handling for free. If you already have it, you get expertise in it. But you also get a bond. I want to talk about the bonds real quick. You also get at 9th level like a specific connection, which gives you abilities based on your companion. Right? If you're a basilisk, you get like stone skin for a bit. If you're a bloodhawk, you get to fly for a while. If you're a mimic, you can like do minor polymorphy on things. Right? If you are gelatinous cube, you can literally become gelatinous. Like it's like that. Right? You and your companion are one. But the bonds are like the subclasses. The summoner character. Yeah, it's kind of like a summoner Eidolon situation in Pathfinder. I would describe it similarly. You can have a ferocious bond, right? Where it's like legitimately about like the rampage mechanic, right? You can utilize your companion going on a rampage to your benefit rather than like having it just be a thing that you have to manage, right? There's that option. See, like, this is a beast heart. This is a beast heart, right? Leaping into battle with your companion against a horde of foes. There's a hunter bond, which is like a more rangery kind of thing, where you like literally do tracking, and that kind of thing. At least that's what I call a ranger. Rangers should be good at tracking. That's what rangers are to me. There's like traps and stuff like that. Stealth. Yes. Spider and a goblin. You can have an infernal bond. It's like this is like for if you want your animal companion to have, come from the hells. So it's a possibility. You get a separate level, like separate section of exploits that are like literally about hellish stuff. Right? There's a hellhound companion that you can choose. It's very in theme. There is a primordial bond. Is that the last one? Is there one more? There might be one more. Yeah, protector bond. Okay. So primordial bond is like very, how would I describe it? It's like, nature exploits. You get like, this is like elemental shield and stuff like that. You get elemental shield, you get lightning eruption, you get like lava geyser. Right? These are the primordial bond is like literally like earth and fire and that kind of thing. The protector bond is like legitimately like you exist and your companion is like a tank for you, right? It's like your companion's AC increases by 2, right? You get extra health, you get sentinel companion. Like you can kind of, it's pretty on the nose when it says protector bond, you know. So those are the bonds: ferocious, hunter, infernal, primordial, and protector. But first we need to choose a companion, so let's think about companions. What companions do we want? I saw a lot of Mimic earlier, I saw Gelatinous Cube, I saw Bullet. What are you guys thinking for a companion? This is the list. It's kind of hard to get all on one screen. Basilisk, Bloodhawk, Bullet, Dionyscus, Dragon, Earth Elemental, Gelatinous Cube, Giant Spider, Giant Toad, Weasel, Hellhound, Mimic, Owlbear, Sporling, Ward. Can we see the elemental stats? Yeah, sure. The elemental, it's this. It can Earth Glide. It's like an Earth Elemental. It gets a Slam attack. It can make an attack at 10 feet range and like hold the target towards it. It gets like an Earthquake. It can bonus action toss the guy. Ferocious bond with Bullet companion. Yeah, there's a lot of really fun options. Me and my arachnophobia one. Giant spider is very interesting. I mean, it gets what you would expect it to get, right? It has spider climb, has a bite. It can like destabilize. It has a web. You know, that kind of thing. Rock. Rock. For those who are looking at the Mimic has low AC but kind of high health. Obviously, the Mimic can shape change. I mean, it's literally a Mimic, right? It can polymorph into an object and back. It like when it's motionless, it's indistinguishable from an ordinary object. Like it's a Mimic, right? It has pseudopons. It can polymorph at late levels. It can polymorph into a creature. You can wear it, right? That's the thing. Because if it polymorphs into a backpack, you can just wear it, right? So it's very stealthy, I would say, companion. Because it can go unnoticed in society. Gelatinous Cube? Yeah, sure. The Gelatinous Cube is, again, much as you would expect. It is transparent. It can, like, flow through things. It's slime. You know, it's slime. It is large, keep that in mind. And it's not hard to hit. But it has acid attacks, you know. It can, in fact, engulf at 5th level. It does what cube things do. Stealth -1. So, is immune to acid. Wait. I'm waiting. we can be inside of it unharmed. It knows how to take care of its companion. Protect your gelatinous cube. I see. You want to be inside a slime. I see how it is, Trentellings. Mm-hmm. I see you. Tee. I'm just joking. Flies inside there. So, gelatinous cube, we have mimic. Do you guys want to look at anything else? I pat you, Trentellings. Cute. Here's the bullet. I know people are talking about the bullet. I mean, it is, again, all these companions are as you would expect them to be. You can ride it. It digs. It's a bullet. It leaps. It lands on things. See a dinosaur? Yeah. Again, it bites. It has, like, they know what they were doing. Again, easier to hit. I mean, it has lower AC. It's all in the dex, right? It has no, like, armor plating. Unless you get armor for it. But it has high speed. You know. The dragon. I think the dragon is super interesting because it's like an actual dragon. It's a baby. It's a baby dragon. It gets a breath weapon. Like. Alright, so now that we are in this, what do you guys want for a companion? When do you get your Velociraptor on a card? I know, right? So, Where's Slime Companion? I mean, there's a, like I said, there's a Gelatinous Cube Companion. My cat's like waking up. He's like very sleepy. Slime Companion? You guys want the Slime Companion? Alright. I saw Bullet a lot, I saw Gelatinous Cube a lot, I saw Mimic a lot. Bullet, Cube, Mimic. Anyone else want something specific? You don't want the Mushroom Man? I mean, he does shrooms. The Owlbear is a classic companion. Alright. If no one says anything else, then 1 for Boulette, 2 for Gelatinous Cube, 3 for Mimic. In chat. Again, 1 for Boulette, 2 for Cube, 3 for Mimic, 4 for Deinonychus. I'm seeing 3 2s, 2 1s. I look forward to seeing how you guys are going to explain to the guards that the gelatinous cube, the large gelatinous cube, is in fact tamed. Make it do tricks. It's not a pet. It's a trusted companion almost. A charity dessert at the orphanage. Oh my god. So I'm saying mostly gelatinous cube then? I mean, it's fitting for the channel. Make my trusted companions do tricks, they'll understand. Cubes, so technically they are clear. You can see they are transparent. Technically. I think the one in the monster manual is like a very, very pale blue. Sneaky slime. It's not. I would not describe it as sneaky. It's got blind sight 60 feet, but it is blind beyond 60 feet. That is awake. Oh, let me post it. I'll post a picture in the Discord. My brother took a very good picture and captioned it. He's very cute. He is very cute. Okay. If there are no other votes, then it sounds like we're going with gelatinous cube. Okay. That on the way. Here, let me take some notes. Well, I'll write it up later. What bonds do we want? Again, Ferocious Bond, which capitalizes on the Rampage mechanic. Hunter Bond, which is all about, you know, hunting and stealth and cracking. Infernal Bond, which is diabolic in nature. You get infernal, you get religion, you get infernal things. There's Primordial Bond, which is very elemental in nature. And then there is Protector Bond, which is protectory in nature. I see one vote for Protector. Anyone have any other thoughts? Protector makes the most sense. Get extra health, extra AC. What are we gonna name him? Name him Nori. Mahoraga? Like all according to technically. I was very, very close to being a gelatinous cube VTuber, actually, rather than just slime. But there already is a gelatinous cube vtuber. Fun fact. So I was like, let me chill. So it's a thing. I don't remember his name, but it's Googleable. So you guys want to do Protector? Again, these are the two that matter really, because you're starting at 3rd level. You get your companion gets HP, and when you and your companion are both within 5 feet of a creature, it has disadvantage on attack rolls that are not you or your companion. So it's like protecting your party. Yes. Okay. Then I think we're settled. Beast Heart, Protector Bond, Gelatinous Cube Companion. Is there anything else that we needed to assign? Oh, we needed to pick our stats. 1 second. Let me pull this up. Actually, 1 second. I'm gonna let the cat out of the room. I will let Sir Rengoku, the Lord our God, out of the room. One sec. Okay, you guys can't see it. Okay, everything's going according to plan. Alright. So we need to choose stats. So strength and wisdom are saving throws. Let me look at Urchin. You said stealth and sleight of hand. What do you get for free? Urchin, stealth, sleight of hand, disguise kit, and thieves' tools. 1 second. Sleight of hand. Stealth. Disguise kit. Thieves' tools. Which ability score does the Beast Heart rely on most? That's a good question, actually. I know they recommended doing Dex first and then Wisdom second. I think the Wisdom second is because you use Animal Companion, like the animal handling skill, a lot. Let me double check. So choose 3 from animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception. At first level, you get a companion. Yep. Natural language, you get to speak with animals. When speaking with a beast or monstrosity, you can make a wisdom animal handling check in place of charisma checks to influence the creature. So use animal handling to speak with beasts and monsters instead of just charisma. Primal exploits. Let me see what the exploits say. Your exploit save DC is based on your wisdom modifier, so wisdom is very important. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else in here at a glance. Companion bond. Uses a ferocity action. Okay. Animal handling. Expertise if you want it. Your companion gets skills. I'm not saying anything in here other than wisdom, really. And whatever stat you're using to attack. You don't get spells, right? Like, this is not a spellcasting class. The DC is for, like, your ferocity exploits, which is what you get instead of spells. It's like, crushing charge. You move up the, like, your straight line without provoking attack opportunities. You know, you can move through other creature spaces. Each creature you move through makes a strength saving throw on a failure, takes 46 damage, and is knocked prone. Like, you get, like, different abilities, but they're not spells. The DC is like, Primal Shout. As an action, you let loose a menacing bellow. Each creature of your choice must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened. And stuff like that. And that uses that, like, those DCs go off your wisdom. But other than that, you're just like, you hit things with a sword or an axe or whatever, you know. A lot of the bulk of your power is also in your animal companion, so keep that in mind. I use point buy system. We are a lizard folk. Wait, let me open up photos real quick. Where's my photos copy? Sorry if you hear me opening drawers, it's because I keep my books in the drawers of my desk. Here's photos. You're a lizard folk, which means we gain +2 con, +1 whiz. Alright. Let me, let me do a whole separate thing. Let me just Google 5e point by calculator. Sure, we'll go with this one. Select lizard folk. Alright. For those of you who are unfamiliar with point buy, let me explain how this works. Add. Oh wait, doing that didn't do anything. Point buy. Again, I always forget that this is not how OBS works. OBS works in a very strange way when it comes to, like, browser sources. Right. Okay. Put that here. Move the other ones. So, for those who do not know how point buy works, basically, you... Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my god, this is so laggy on it. We, like, through OBS. I can't see... Okay, here we go. I can't see the drop down through OBS, which is very interesting. But basically, you spend points. Yeah, so I mean, it's free. It's literally the first thing that comes up. You have an allocated amount of points that you can spend. I like to start at 10s for everything because it's like baseline. You have 15 points. The more you increase a stat, the more it costs. So like if you jump between 13 to 14 is 2 points, but if you jump to 15, it's another 2 points. You can't jump to 16 on this website for some reason. I let my players buy up to 16, 17, and I think, because you're starting at level 20, or not level 20, you're starting at level 3. Oh, I'm hiding the points total, thank you. Oh, not that. vtuber. There it is. Hello. Thank you. But you get to spend points where you want, so because we are wisdom, and I guess I should explain, your ability score modifier, which is what actually matters, is what you add to your dice roll, that goes up on every even number. So typically you try to go for even numbers if you can. In your guys' case, I would go for, I don't know, something like this. I don't know. Maybe something like this. 8 intelligence? I mean, you can go 8 intelligence if you want. I was thinking of, like, what would be normal, I guess. So, oh, this wound up being, we would want this. So, I don't know. Maybe something like this. There, if you want 8 intelligence. I don't know what do you guys want to prioritize, I guess? Do you want to fight with strength? Do you want to fight with dex? Do you want to be low intelligence? Does anyone have any preference on stats? Should I build your guys' stats? I don't think that would be right as a DM, but I can if you guys are like, man, I just want to chill and make decisions. $14 dex. Any other opinions? $14 wisdom. Like here-ish. Go up to 16 if you wanted. Just don't know what y'all value. Like I said, your save DCs are function off of wisdom, but it's not for spell casting. It's for like primal, like roars and frightenings and that kind of thing. Anyone have any other thoughts on stats? Just fill it out as I go. Con, sure. We got 5 points to give, so. I'm not covering it. Okay. Ooh, just knocked over my books. Trying to get some water. Hmm. 14 dex, 16 whiz, 14 con. Down to be 8 intelligence. I mean, 8 intelligence is a very streamer chat thing to do. 11 strength? Any particular reason for the 11? Not the 12? Would strength 12 go over the limit? I mean, not as it stands. You still have 3 points. Can you see the numbers in the bottom right? You want 16 whiz, 14 con, so 16 whiz would go over the limit, unless you guys wanted to go like down, right? That is if you wanted strength. Do like 9 intelligence, 12 strength. If you wanted that, this is a valid stat breakdown. 12, 14, 14, 9, 16, 10. How y'all feel about this? Sounds good? Alright. Let's do it then. We got 12, 14, 14, 9, 16, 10. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do this. 12. 14. Oh, that's not a 14, it's a 15. 9. 16. Okay. We have stealth and sleight of hand. We need to choose 3 more beast heart skills. Those would be 3 from animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. So animal handling, which is used a lot, you get it for free if you want, or you can choose it now and get expertise in it, which is double proficiency bonus. Right? Do you want the expertise in animal handling? You can either have super animal handling or an additional skill. Like, again, your options are animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. Animal handling? Okay, we'll choose animal handling. That means you need to choose 2 from athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. And athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, survival. I don't know what it was. 2. You get 2 more. Athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, survival. Here, let me type it out in chat for you, if that makes. Athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, survival. Pick 2. Okay. I see votes for survival and perception. Anything else? Anyone have any other opinions? If you don't know what they are, athletics is jumping around and or doing feats of strength. Intimidation is as it seems. It's literally intimidating people into doing what you want. Nature is knowledge of plants and animals in the wild. Perception is noticing things, literally seeing with your eyes, ears, and nose. And survival is skills like tracking, hunting, and that kind of thing. Survival is like living in the wilderness. Nature is knowing wilderness stuff. That's the differentiation that I would make. One is, hey, what's that plant? The other is, hey, do you see those tracks over there? Can you follow them? You know, like that kind of thing. Perception. If y'all are fine with perception and survival, we can do that. They're both wisdom based, which is our highest stat. Nature, perception, or survival. Okay. Then I think we're settled. I'm gonna fill out the rest of this stuff for y'all. The last thing we need is a name. What are we naming our lizard folk? And what are we naming our gelatinous cube? Lizard folk in my setting typically have kind of, I guess, harsh sounding names. Let me pull up my list of people that my parties may not have that in a document. Here. Elizabeth. I guess we haven't talked about gender at all. I mean, as a slime, gender does not concern me. Thrant Nosk, Etrier, Soltesk, and Etrek are the named lizard folk that my party has met. So, if you're thinking of like sounds to make, Thrant, Nosk, Etrier, Soltesk, and Etrek are all like names that I have used in the past. I do not know how to say that, unfortunately. It sounds like oh, chat. Oh my lord. Is that what you guys want? Is that what you want from me? Chat with your slime companion Nori. God. Who's in charge of this stream? It's really funny. Alright. I'm fine with that. Is there anything else? Oh my god, I forgot about this. You guys need a... Oh my lord. You guys need a magic item. All of my players start with a magic item from a list that I made a long time ago. So let me go find that list real quick. Let me share it with you guys. List of magic items. Let me make sure this doesn't dox myself. This. Oh. Okay, I don't think this doxes me. Alright. The list is quite long, so bear with me. But I think this is the last thing. We've already chosen our stuff. I can move this properties. If I do this. This works. Let me cancel. Hi, Goober. Congratulations, that is irrelevant and also a spoiler. Proven murder this fool. Please, though you don't actually have to murder him. Oh my lord, you did. No, you're good. It's fine. Timed out, thank you. That's not okay here. You do not just come into chat for the first time and say a spoiler. That is very much against the rules. And not okay. Magic items. Interact. Oh lordy. Oh, that's not what I meant to hit. Interact. Here we go. So these are the magic items that you can choose. The ones with an asterisk require attunement. You are proficient with medium armor. So adamantine armor is on the list. You can pick an alchemy jug. You can pick 20 pieces of +1 ranged ammunition. But I don't think beast target ranged weapons. An amulet of proof of Hidden from Divination Amulet. +1 armor. 75 Beads of Nourishment. Boots of Elven Kind. Classic. Why is this not on the new line? Boots of the Frozen Waste. Resistance cold damage. Ignore difficult terrain caused by ice and snow. Braces of Archery. Again, I don't know that Beast Hearts get... Let me double check to make sure that Beast Hearts get ranged weapons. Simple weapons, battle axes, great axes, longbows, nets, and so you do get bows. Okay, cool. So I'm not speaking out of my ass. Can lizard folk even wear boots? I mean, sure, if you want. I don't care. Cap of water breathing. Makes a bubble around your head. Although, lizard folk get hold breath. They can hold their breath for 15 minutes at a time. A rigged die. Circlet of Basting. It gives you Scorching Ray. A Cloak of Elvenkind, which is different from Boots of Elvenkind. A Clockwork Amulet. It's a once per day, get an 11 on an attack roll. Decanter of Endless Water. I will destroy you if you break it. Dust of Disappearance. You get 1 use of invisibility for 2d4 minutes. And Elemental Gem. You get 1 Elemental Gem that you break to summon an Elemental. And it's as the Conjure Elemental spell, so there's a chance the Elemental can gain control of itself. Advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. Eyes of the Eagle. Gloves of Missile Snaring gives you the chance to catch arrows. This list goes on and on. Gloves of Swimming and Climbing. Gloves of Thievery. Night Vision. Horn of Silent Alarm. It's repeatable. You can blow it and 1 person can hear your horn. An Immovable Rod. I'm going to take this off the list. This should not be on the list. Immovable Rods always cause problems. Don't pick this. You're not allowed to pick this one. Cat will come up with too many crazy things. 5 doses of 2d8 +2 healing. Lantern of Revealing. It's like a... you can... you can control how bright it is. Sheds bright light in 30 feet, dim light beyond that. Also reveals invisible creatures. You do need to buy a whirl for it, though. Lantern of the Deep. It's a lantern that's not extinguished in water. Congratulations. I don't care. Do not spoil things. And I didn't know how it ended. That's, it's literally in the rules. Don't post spoilers. It's rule number 2. It was almost rule number 1. But it's also irrelevant to the stream, so... A Luckstone. Luckstone's good. Generically good. +1 to ability checks. Mariner's Armor gives you a swimming speed. Although, I think lizard folk already get a swimming speed. Yeah, they get 30 feet swimming speed. Mithril Armor, again, you're proficient with medium armor if you would like. This does not put, it's basically, you don't get a disadvantage on stealth in the armor. Moontouch Blade, sheds moonlight. It's a blade that is also a torch. Periaptive Health and Periaptive Wound Closure, right? So, prevents contraction of diseases. This one is you automatically stabilize when you die. And then potions, you can choose 2 potions of animal head shape, 1 potion of clairvoyance, 2 potions of climbing, 1 potion of fire breath, 1 potion of hill giant strength, 4 potions of healing, 2 of greater healing, 1 of superior healing, or 2 potions of resistance. Right, a ring of jumping, ring of water walking, robe of useful items, the saddle of the cavalier, although you cannot ride your gelatinous cube, pair of sending stones, wand. So this list goes long and long. You guys have kind of seen it. Is there anything that stands out to you guys as something that you want? Wand of Magic Detection is his Detect Magic spell, +1 weapon, similar to the +1 armor, and a Wind Fan. Lets you cast Gust of Wind once a day or multiple times a day if you want to risk it. Sending Stone remote controlled cello. It is the sending spell once a day. So, sort of. The wound closing one. The wound closing one is kind of good for you guys. Because if you're alone with your animal companion I think can pick you up, so you stabilizing is good. You guys have Dark Vision as a lizard folk? That's the question of the day. I don't see... Dark Vision on here. Keep in mind, you also get natural armor as a lizard folk. Your AC is 13 plus your dex modifier if you're not wearing armor, so that is an option. Peanut, we are building a D&D character. We are a level 3 lizard folk beast heart with a gelatinous cube companion. We're playing a monster tanking class. And our monster is a gelatinous cube. It's a slime, like me. A +1, just a generic +1 weapon. It's fine. Anyone else have anything they want? Keep in mind, if it has an asterisk like this, a singular asterisk, it does require attunement. Cloak of Elven Time is very classic. Welcome back, D. I hope you're doing well. You get 1 magic item. Does anyone have any preferences? You got shout out for a +1 melee weapon and a Periapt of Wound Closure. It's down here. Bomb is not a magic item. It just is not on the list. We're picking specifically from this list, for the record. I mean, the Circle of Blasting is close-ish. It's 3 fire blasts once a day. Beads of Nourishment is not a bad shout, because I will make you eat. Or proficient in short swords, Nori Pierce. Let me check. You get simple weapons, battle axes, great axes, longbows, nets, scimitars, and short swords. You guys want a +1 short sword? Is that carry after wound closure? I haven't heard any shouts for anything else. Eyes of the Eagle is nice, advantage on perception checks. I think all of these are comparable power level, if I'm being honest. It's just a matter of what you want. Luckstone is very good. I mean, it's just a +1 to like every ability check. This is good because you guys don't have dark vision. Keep that in mind. Oh wait. Huh? Lizard folk get proficiency in animal handling. Choose 2 between animal handling, nature, perception, stealth, and survival, which you already have everything except nature. So let me go back to the piece card real quick. I didn't realize that was a thing. Do you guys want intimidation or athletics? Because I'm gonna give you guys nature as well. You guys have proficiency in a lot of skills actually. Now that I'm looking at it. You get nature. Do you want athletics or do you want intimidation? Your strength is 12, your charisma is 10. No, you do not. You do not lose animal handling. You're still getting the animal handling expertise. You're just getting this in addition. Because you get it from your lizard folk stuff, being a lizard folk. I see 2 athletics, 1 intimidation. Is that what y'all want? Ow. Something in my back just now. In stream while sitting in a chair. I'm not sure what I did. Two athletics. Okay. All that's left is the magic item. Do you guys want the +1 weapon? Do you want the parry after wound closure? Do you want the +1? Oh, not that. This. Do you guys want something that gives dark vision? You don't have it? Up to you guys. Carry after wound closure. I don't think you get the ability to see through your companion's eyes. For the record. Let me look at the exploits and see if there's anything like that. At least not like literally. Check something. Minus 2. You can go into it. It can't carry you around. It says you can enter a space occupied by the cube without becoming engulfed. While in the same space as the cube, the caregiver can attack and interact with creatures engulfed by the cube without harming or taking damage from the cube. It does have blind sight for 60 feet long. So 1 shot for the periaptal wound closure, 1 shot for the +1 weapon, and Proven, were you recommending the glowy sword, or were you recommending the goggles that give dark vision? Can't light torch and cube friend. The glowy sword was the moonlight. I think it was moon touch blade. Any sword or dagger. When unsheathed, it sheds moonlight. Bright light within 15 feet. Dim light with 15 feet beyond that. Dark vision. Okay, so we got. We'll do. If anyone has any opinions, we'll do 1 for the periaptal wound closure, 2 for the +1 weapon, 3 for the night goggles. Anyone else have any opinions? After this, we will wrap it up, and I'll just post the character. I'll, like, build it, post it, maybe, I don't know about tonight, because it's already getting kind of late. 1? I see 1. Character closure. 2 for night vision goggles, 3 for +1 weapon. Any other votes? We chilling? Y'all chilling? Well, we are at an impasse. What's up? I need to start taking some notes now. I might actually change where I'm doing this, because this is very awkward for me. Okay, then we will do the night vision goggles. Night vision goggles. Alright. And thus we have our character. Cat. Interesting. Player name Nori's cat, character name Cat Nori. I see. Alright. Well, I think that's everything. I'm not sure what else we need. If I do, I'll post about it on Twitter or something. Don't forget to join the Discord. It is in the pinned comment. Actually, I don't know if it's in the description correctly, because it did just change, because we don't have a set one. But in any case, click on the pinned comment if you want to join the Discord. And yeah, we have successfully made our character. Yippee! Congratulations, you are a lizard folk with a gelatinous cube companion. I expect great things from you as you hunt down the flock. You return to your home to hunt down those who have wronged you. So, yeah. Is the gelatinous cube edible? If you would like to melt your esophagus, sure. You will not void your companion on us. You will not void your companion. Anywho, thanks for a wonderful stream. I will see you guys tomorrow for the kickoff of Ender Lilies. I know literally nothing about the game other than it's good. So, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh shit, yeah, tomorrow, we're starting Ender Lilies tomorrow. And then Thursday is the finale of Yakuza 0. And yeah, banger soundtrack. Hey, let's go. We'd love to hear that. We'd love to hear that. But yeah. Thanks again for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Social medias are in the description, etc., etc. Yeah. Appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evenings. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.